Hi everyone, this is my journey of traveling back to Mexico after 19 years with advanced parole under DACA. So the reasons for applying were to visit my sick grandma and then my grandma's grave. I sent my application in November of 2021 and it was approved in March of 2022. So the first thing is we arrived to the Atlanta airport. We printed out our boarding passes and then we had to do our luggage check-in. So this process was very smooth. No questions asked. Just paid for the luggage. Then we walked over to TSA. He was definitely staring at my camera. But right here, they just make sure that your passport and your ticket match. Like they have the same name. Anyways, we were on our way. We had to go through inspection, where you take off your shoes, make sure you don't have any guns, anything bad on you. And then we had to walk over to our boarding gate, which is printed on your boarding pass. So yeah, this is us just getting on the train, trying to still rationalize that this is really happening. Definitely a nerve wracking experience, but time to board our plane. This machine is really cool. So it scans your face and then it matches it with your passport. And then this is us walking through the tunnel to get to our plane. All the flight attendants were super nice and polite. A lot of them spoke Spanish. But yeah, our flight is to Mexico City. So this is me and my girlfriend. And this is us taking off. So from Atlanta, Georgia to Ciudad de Mexico was about 2.5 hours. It went by very quick. And this is us landing. It was really hard to believe it that it's been 19 years since I've been there. It felt super duper good to be there. Words can't explain it. It's just an unexplainable feeling. Anyway, she had to fill this non-Mexican citizen form. My girlfriend is a U.S. citizen, so it was just like, oh, like why are you here? Blah blah blah. Anyways, you walk through this line, and then again they ask you why you're here, where are you coming from, how long are you gonna be here. Super nice and easy. They stamped our passports and said, welcome and have a good time. So right after this, we picked up our bags and we were free to go. I accidentally didn't record that part, but this is me going straight to my grandma's grave. That was the very first thing I did. This is La Ciudad de Mexico. And then this is where my hometown, which is Hidalgo, Mexico. And we were here for just one day. This is my hometown. It was really weird because I had a lot of memories. I left when I was 6 years old, and I can still remember vaguely some of these things. But yeah, it was just a really good experience. Some cousins, and then this was a market in Mexico City. It's really cool seeing all the. It's like the fresh market, super nice people. Everybody was so polite. We were just trying to soak everything in. It was a great experience, and then I found this hidden treasure. Anyways, it was time to go back to the Atlanta. So the first thing we had to do was get a COVID test. They had a lot of booths outside, so it was really easy to get one. I think it was 700 pesos, so it's a little pricey. But anyways, the results were ready in 15 minutes. So thankfully, our um, COVID test came back negative, and we were good to go. So this part right here was probably the most nerve-wracking one. So we couldn't print out our tickets, like our boarding passes. We had to check in at this during like at this line, and during this time it was very challenging because the lady asked me so many questions. This is where they checked my DACA AP card, that letter of approval. And the lady took a good while reading over it, and I don't even know if she spoke English or not, but the letter was obviously in English, and I felt like they were a little confused as to like what advanced parole was. But anyways, after about 15 to 20 minutes, they gave us our boarding passes, and then we went through security at the Mexican airport. So just like the U.S. one, TSA. The lady was super nice. She just checked that our passports match with our boarding passes, and then she said we were good to go. So right here we were going through security. They checked all our bags, so make sure you don't bring anything that you shouldn't be bringing. We brought a bag full of snacks, and I thought they were gonna tell me something, but they were all good. It was just like chips and Mexican candy. So yeah, they did open my bag up though, cause I guess the scanner saw that it was like very dense. So they opened my bag and they just checked in. They said I was good to go. So yeah, this is us happy that we passed inspection, no problems. And then this is us about to board our plane back to Atlanta. We did get a last minute seat change, so they were just double checking. But yeah, everybody was super nice and polite. We walked over to the plane. Um, yeah, we walked over to the plane. At this point, we made it to the plane we were on. We were on our way back to the U.S. 2.5 hours later, we were walking to the U.S. Customs. So this is where like you're at the U.S. right? This is Atlanta. So right here, this is the immigration officer that checks your papers, your papeles. So they made me take my mask off. They took a picture of me. They scanned my fingers, and then the guy, he knew a lot about DACA. He was asking me, um, like if my girlfriend was a U.S. citizen and if we were to get married, what would happen. Um, but yeah, he was very nice and polite, and then he told me that I had to go to secondary inspection. So at this point, like I was really nervous. Um, it's just scary. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. Like I know you shouldn't be scared, but I was just like worried that anything can go wrong. And I mean, it's just been forever. It's like very unbelievable. So at this point, yeah, I was still like worried and concerned, but um, it is what it is. It's just part of the status that we have at the moment. It's like uncertain. But anyways, yeah, he's like, you have to go to secondary inspection, and he called another immigration officer over, and then they walked me over. But my U.S. citizen girlfriend had no problem at all. They said, "Welcome home." If you're wondering who did the application for me, I did it myself. I had the opportunity to work with an immigration lawyer as an internship, and so I became a lot confident with being super careful with the applications. And so I just took the risk. I did it myself. Saved me a good bit of money because I know they'd be charging a lot. But yeah, this is us walking over to the El Famoso Cuartito, which means little room. And I'm guessing those people that were there too also were going over for secondary inspection. El Cuartito is really close. Um, as you can tell from here, maybe like I don't know, like a eighth of a mile. But yeah, there was more people in the Cuartito. It wasn't like just me and an officer. She was asking me where's my luggage, but I couldn't see it right away, so she just told me to get it afterwards. So I was like, yeah, we'll just get it afterwards. So this is the little room, El Cuartito, and they called me over. Literally took 20 seconds. Like I kid you not, the officer was just like, "Oh, here you go, man. This is your copy. I get to keep the letter. Here's your stamp." It has today's date. You're good to go. Welcome. And then this is us leaving the Atlanta airport. Man, at this moment, like, there was so much weight lifted off my shoulders. I was just like, man, I'm back home. I was super happy, super relieved. Everything went out smoothly. It was a lot harder in Mexico for sure. Like, with getting the boarding pass, like, everybody was asking me so many more questions in Mexico than they were here. But anyways, we got back on our shuttle, and this is me. I couldn't really talk much, but I just wanted you to see my face, like how happy I was. I was parked on the side of the road, so they pretty sure they cussed me out. But anyways, I just wanted you to see how happy I was to be back. And yeah, thank you for watching my video. If you have any questions, comment down below.